What's good, y'all? Welcome back. Once again, excuse the hair. I'm probably going to look like this for the next couple weeks. I'm going to just keep it a buck. So, yeah, I'm going to be looking a mess, but it's all good because we got some playoff basketball to talk about. Leave a like, subscribe if you are new. Yes, I am wearing a Miami Heat shirt. This is the D-Wade Miami Vice shirt, as you can see. Number 3 down there. D-Wade is one of my favorite players of all time. And I'm trying to do some reverse psychology. Wear some Heat gear, and maybe the Celtics can win Game 4 in Boston tomorrow. Or today, whenever you guys see this video. But let's talk about the Western Conference Finals because I haven't been able to make a true video on it. I kind of touched on it in my last video, but we had Game 3 tonight, and in the series where I thought Dallas actually had a chance to win, they're now down 3-0. Down 3-0, and maybe that was foolish of me to think the Mavericks had a chance. So I'm going to take this video to apologize to the Golden State Warriors, to their fan base, because I've been very vocal this season about how much I just did not believe in them. And they have continued to prove me wrong. However you look at it, they're a game away from the NBA Finals. For basically like the 6th or 7th time, it seems like, in like the last decade. The Warriors make the finals, and they do it often, and they win championships. And they got their core group back for the first time in like a few years, and this is what they do. A game away, man. I mean, this game tonight, it was just kind of like basically the second half was controlled by the Warriors. They didn't get up more than maybe like 13 points, but the Mavs just really could not cut into that deficit. I guess really I'll focus on Dallas a little more because another game that they really could have won is just a matter of all their 3-point shots falling, and they weren't. Reggie Bullock was god awful. He was terrible. He got hurt, but he came back in and he was still bad. He was just terrible, man. I just hate to see that because he had such a good game too. And then to go 0 for 10 from the field is just pitiful. Maxi Kleber got to the point where he was missing so many shots that he was hesitating to even take wide open shots. It was bad. I mean, other than Dinwiddie, Brunson, and of course Luka, nobody else did anything for Dallas. And it's crazy because you get, I think, 26 from Dinwiddie, you got 20 from Brunson, and then Luka dropped, I think, 40 again. I don't have the stats in front of me, but basically same story as Game 2. Just the shots were falling at a much less rate. Like, they didn't have a cold stretch in a quarter like Game 2. It was just cold all night long, really, outside of those 3 guys. And even they had times where they were kind of struggling a little bit. Like Luka was struggling at times. Not struggling, but Andrew Wiggins, who we're going to talk about, has done a pretty solid job of just making Luka work. And we're going to talk about Wiggins, man. We are, but I wanted this to be a series so bad. But maybe the Warriors are just that much better. Maybe they are. No team has ever come back from 3-0. We know that's a fact. We saw earlier this postseason, Toronto made it interesting. I don't know. This series might be a sweep, man. It might be a sweep, and I hate to see that because I really thought Dallas matched up decently. I thought they had a chance because they had Luka Doncic, and it seems like everything outside of Game 1 has gone like almost what they would want. They got the production from Brunson. Game 2, it was Bullock. This game, it was Dinwiddie. It's just the shots weren't falling. And then the Warriors have killed them on the offensive glass. And that's where we're going to start talking about Golden State because they are the team that's up 3-0. And they have dominated the series in different facets than usual Golden State Warriors teams do. One of them is dominating the offensive boards. Kevon Looney looks like Andre Drummond, Dennis Rodman, some of the best rebounders the game has ever seen. Like, that's how good he looks since Game 6 against Memphis. Like, he is dominating the glass. Andrew Wiggins dominating the glass. Like, these guys are dominating. Draymond's getting offensive rebounds. Even like Steph was getting some offensive rebounds in this game. Like, man, this is just a different way that the Warriors have found to control this series. Because offensively, like, they haven't been like amazing, so to say. Like, it hasn't been consistent. Like, Steph's been pretty good, but then outside of that, it's been like inconsistent. Like, one game is Jordan Poole, then it's Clay, and then maybe, you know, Draymond might score like 15. Or it's just been so like all over the place for them. But the one constant is that they've been dominating the glass. And when you get offensive rebounds in playoff games, when you have great shooters like Jordan Poole, like Stephen Curry, like Klay Thompson, you're going to start hitting shots at some point just off of offensive rebounds and kickouts. And the Warriors are one of the best teams at that. Just, you know, off of, you know, second chance opportunities, they're going to get a 3-point shot. And they did that several times in this game. And it was killer, man. It was very killer. Jordan Poole hit a 3 late, which was big because he struggled. not even struggled. He just didn't put up a lot of shots today. But he hit the big shot of the game, which kind of iced it because Dallas made it a little interesting. I think they cut it to like 5 with like a minute and 15 seconds left. But then Jordan Poole silenced everything. And the Warriors were able to get out of there, man. Wiggins, I'm going to talk about him because he's been big. I'm not really like sure like if the numbers back it up, but it seems like since the second round, he's been really good. I feel like first round series, he kind of struggled a little bit to find his footing. It was a lot of everybody talking about Jordan Poole because he was so good in that first round series. But I think since then, Wiggins has been as steady as they come. And in this series, he's been very steady. He's not having like explosive like 28, 30-point games or anything like that. But he's getting his buckets, and it's all in the flow of the offense. He's not breaking the offense to go isolation. The growth in this game, he's bought into this Warriors system, has really helped his career. I'm not going to say save his career because he was still a super talented player, however you looked at it. But it's helped his career. He's turned into a guy that was, maybe scoring 22 points per game on bad teams to now, getting his, 16 to 18 points a game, playing amazing defense, rebounding the basketball on a team that's about to go to the NBA Finals. What a career arc for Andrew Wiggins, man. He caught Luka on a poster, like pretty much twice. The second one was like kind of a poster, but the first one was the real poster. Like if you watched the game, you saw it. Like you saw it. And they tried to call an offensive foul because Luka flopped. But they reviewed it and they made the right call, man. Shout out to Wiggs. I love to see him, man. He's somebody that I root for, that I wanted to see be great for so long. And now it seems like he's done it. All-Star started this season. Still funny to say, but shout out to Wiggins. Steph was amazing. He had a play in the first half where he shot a 3 and turned around like as soon as the ball left his hands. It was all net. He's crazy. He's disrespectful. But when you're the best shooter of all time, you can do stuff like that. He was amazing. Klay Thompson hit some big shots. I mentioned Kevon Looney. Hopefully Otto Porter's cool. Feel like that was big. And I like seeing like Steve Kerr, because Steve Kerr catches a lot of hell from Warriors fans. I've been noticing that over like the last year and some change, that he catches a lot of flack from Golden State Warriors fans when, he's helped this team to 3 championships and I believe 5 finals appearances, about to be 6. So he's done a lot for this franchise, but he gets a lot of, criticism from Warriors fans, rightfully so. Criticize your favorite teams in the weirdest aspect. Sometimes I'm a victim of that myself, but I like what he's done with like his rotations. He's not afraid to play anybody, which sometimes can be iffy, but it's really a matter of matchups. Like last series, Jonathan Kuminga got a lot of minutes. I think the first round series he got some good minutes too. And in this series has been Moses Moody. He's been trusting Moses Moody, who, hasn't really played a lot this postseason. And his minutes in the regular season were very sporadic. But he's trusting him in the playoffs, which is big. I like to see that, man. That gives rookies confidence because you never know when you get to the next series, because it's almost inevitable that the Warriors are going to win this series. You never know. You might need a Moses Moody in a situation. You might need a Kuminga. You might need a, Juan Toscano Anderson. You never know, especially if Otto Porter is going to be out. You don't know who you're going to need. Or Damian Lee. You might need one of these guys when the next round comes. So I like Steve Kerr doing that, giving his guys confidence and letting them play. But the Warriors are up 3-0. Yeah, hopefully the Celtics and Heat series for NBA fan experiences, maybe not my experience, is a long series. It's already probably going to go, well, we don't know because Miami could win the next two and end it, but hopefully it's at least a 6 or 7 game series. I'll just say that much because it would be kind of a bummer if this Western Conference Finals ends in 4 and then maybe Miami ends it in 5. Like, that would just be so unfortunate. That would be very unfortunate, man. So hopefully Dallas at least tries to make this competitive, like fights back, gets a game at least, just to extend the series just a little bit, man. Because I don't know, I don't feel like I'm ready for NBA Finals basketball right now because it just seems like the season's going by so fast. And I was looking forward to this matchup, so it's just very unfortunate, man. But shout out to Golden State, handling business, winning on the road, up 3-0, chance to go back to the finals for the first time since 2019, if I'm not mistaken. Leave a like, subscribe if you are new, like I said at the beginning. And I'll probably catch y'all tomorrow after Heat Celtics. Peace.